Woo! Woo! Man, what y'all talking about? Whew. Man, I feel like when I come in on these lives, I got so much going on with the team. We be really, 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 really doing kingdom business. I'm talking about we get after it. I gotta send a shout out to the whole Promote the Truth team. I'm out on front. Y'all see me all the time. We got such an incredible powerhouse support team that's backing what I'm doing here. They don't look for no accolades. They don't look for no special attention. I don't. I just got the ability to talk to y'all and convey Yahuwah's message over in a very crystal clear, precise way. So I got to be up here talking. And sometimes I like, hey, can I go back there and just chill? But I know Yahuwah gave me a certain skill set that he had me develop, by the way. Nobody's born as a leader. You are built into a leader. You're built, you got to get built for this. You know what I'm talking about? So, shout out. Mic check. Can y'all hear me good? Just give me a quick mic check and I'm going in. Everybody drop a 5 in the chat if you can hear me good. Put a 5 in the chat if you can hear me good. There's a reason to put that 5 in the chat, trust me. Put a 5 in the chat. We going in. Y'all see that title? Y'all didn't expect that one. See, because we're in a campaign and we're doing the Tanak translation, and that's critical. At the same time, we're doing the Bariyt Hadash, the Truth Scriptures Bariyt Hadash. Expansion. Shout out to everybody doing the supers, Brother Daniel, Brother Robert, all you powerhouse people coming in here supporting the channel. Put a 5 in the chat if you can hear me great and you ready to go to another level with Yahuwah. Put a 5 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Get the algorithm ripping. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the share button and share it to at least one of your social media platforms because you never know when we get to the kingdom. And then all of a sudden, everything that's recorded, how did you get introduced to Yahuwah? And then it says, oh, I got introduced because Norma shared, or Robert shared, or Lorena shared. I'm on Facebook. All this stuff's going to come up in the kingdom. So that's why the share button is critical, because it proves your Mahashim. That's Acts chapter 1, verse 8. It proves if you got the power to be his witness. If he's in you, you're going to witness. You're not going to be shy. You're not going to be worried about hurting people's feelings. You're going to do it respectfully. Hey, if somebody don't want to be your friend or follow you on social media, they can hit that unfriend, unfollow button. It's simple. It's like you can. It's all simple. Nothing has to be difficult in life. Yahuwah doesn't author any confusion. I see my dad's on here. Shout out to Pops. You know your son over here putting in some work for the kingdom of Yahuwah. I got me some homemade. This is a mixture of real different fruits. Got pineapple, strawberry, papaya, mango, all mixed in. That's like a homemade for real homemade fruit punch. That's a real one. But we're gonna go dive in deep, James chapter 3. And then this evening, our last session, me and Brother Joe, we got something special lined up for y'all. We're working on it right now. Brother Joe Carter, we got some special things we're gonna be going into. You know, I like that last session. I'll be bringing in different people. But man, y'all gotta put your seatbelts on for this one. Put your seatbelts on. How many likes we got already? You know, Michaela be keeping check on y'all. She be keeping check on y'all's likes. You know, making sure everybody's tight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Making sure everybody is making deposits in order to take out some withdrawals. You want to withdraw from the kingdom? You got to make some deposits. That's why I'm telling you right now, I love doing telethons, even though they take me all day. I'm on the front line all day. But I love doing telethons because we have an opportunity to get on the front line, see who's really doing kingdom business, who's really supporting. You know, as we're starting to look over time, allowing some time to go by, who are the ones that were the strongest supporters? Now, I love the fact that we celebrate. We don't care how much you contribute, but we're telling you up front, we're doing kingdom business. We're not beating around the bush like most of these people. We don't care about talking about money because everybody needs it. We don't care nothing about talking about that because you can't get the word out there. People say, hey, can you give me a scriptures for free? Well, if you get one for free, that it didn't come out. It didn't just come out of the sky like manna for free. It had to get printed. There's costs with printers, typesetters, editors, material. Ain't nothing free. So if somebody happens to give you something free, they paid for it. So what we do is we take resources. You go to tsinfo.org, and then we get it out there. We got 500 from Promote the Truth. 500 free ones going strategically into the world, not from people that's begging, but from people who's hungry. We do it the right way and promote the truth. Telling y'all. Right way. Now, we got to get this thing warmed up. We've been having fun. Have y'all really had fun when we do some promote the truth? So we do some, I should say, PTT music features. It kind of brings it to memory. People go, oh, I heard that, and they go over and look on their favorite platform, Spotify, Apple, and they pull that song up, they stream it. And so, do y'all appreciate getting those features? We got so many new songs coming out, but we always like to go back and grab all the songs we got out. And don't take it for granted. We put out the equivalent of over 8 albums in about 5 months. 8 albums. Some artists don't put out an album every year. Some take 2 years to put an album out, 3 years. We've got 8 albums worth of material, 8.5 albums worth of material in about 5 months. Bam. That's set apart. Set apart. And what we're doing is we're raising up leaders. We're raising up elders. We're looking for the 144. See, they're going to be 144,000 as it talks about in Hazun, Revelation 14. But to get to 144,000, you got to get 144. We got to start with 1 and then get 2. And once I felt in my spirit, once we got to 144, and people go, that don't sound like a lot. And all I got to do is ask you one question. And you're going to be like, man, that is a lot. How many people in your city are diehard, all-out disciples of Yahuwah the Mashiach? They promote Yahuwah's name, first and foremost, and that he's the only Mashiach. How many in your city that you know of or heard of that promote Yahuwah? See, once you ask that question, people go, you know what? It really ain't that many. See, you got to stop looking. You got to stop looking all the way out there. Start right where you're at. How many is there in that city that love Yahuwah? You know, they met up with you. They heard you on your social media. You got several people, if you're on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, several people that are your friends are in your own city. How many of your friends have said, man, when you post something about Yahuwah, they go, whoa, I thought I was the only one. Hey, let's connect. And then another one says it. And then 15, 20 other people say it. Is any of that going on? Any of that? Any of that? We don't know anywhere in the world yet to where there's these big pockets of followers of Yahuwah the right way. There's people that are finding out the name of Yahuwah, but they still confused with 2 different names. There's people finding out the ways of Yahuwah, but they're following different types of calendars. There's some people don't understand that what food is. See, all these things are discipleship, things that have to be taught. So you gotta have people get built. Once they get built, you know, it's today. And in order to get built, one thing we learn is the things that you've been doing, you're gonna have to go a different way because Yahuwah is almost the opposite of what you think. So you're gonna have to switch it up.
No more peace, no more doubt. I'm stepping out, I'm turning around. The past is gone, I'm breaking free, revealing what Yahuwah has for me. switch it up. Go ahead and switch it up. Switch it up, yep. Go ahead and switch it up. Switch it up. Go ahead and switch it up. Switch it up, yep. Go ahead and switch it up. I'm switching it up, changing my mind, leaving it all. I'm holding the line, I've been reassigned. I'm switching it up, walking this way, trusting this plan with Yahuah's guide. I'm taking the stand. I'm transforming, I'm rising free, breaking the walls that once trapped me. From the ashes I was sore. This my time to be much more. I switched it up on what was before. Rise to the occasion, touching the floor. Yahuah, these things show me the way. Ain't been the same since. There's a new day. Distractions used to let me astray. Up all night, hope of a change. Caught in the trap, just a break. In the shadows where I used to play. I searched through valleys, shedding the old, breaking the chains, watch me unfold. I switched it up, now sweet as gold. I'm changing my story, now I'm growing, behold. No more fear, no more doubt. I'm stepping out, I'm turning around. I'm past this goal, I'm breaking free, revealing what Yahuah has for me. No more stress, I'm showing now. His path is clear, it's always been. When the lights were dim, he gave me a hand. Yahuah changed my ways and I give thanks to him. Cause I switched it up, go ahead and switch it up. Switch it up, yep, go ahead and switch it up. Switch it up, go ahead and switch it up. Switch it up, yep, go ahead and switch it up. I'm switching it up, changing my mind, leaving it all. I'm holding the line, I've been reassigned. I'm switching it up, walking this way, trusting this plan with Yahuah's guide. I'm taking the stand. Through the shadows of the past I used to roam, lost to the noise too far from home. Used to think I was too far gone, gotta walk in the path, no purpose was known. Now I'm for rest and no longer alone. I was playing by the rules that I never feel right. Along with the enemy to play with my mind. Yahuah kept talking and telling me to rest. No sense of the old me and done with the test. This our journey the rest of
Man, y'all come on now. You can't tell me that ain't just blazing. That give you that little energy to go ahead and switch it up. Not keep doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't just keep doing the same thing. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Get all that Christianity and organized religion out of your soul. Go ahead and switch it up. What you waiting on? You know what I'm saying? You got to switch it up. Now, when you think about it, how many of y'all, when y'all listen to those words, it was hitting you, right? You're like, you know what? It feels good for me to finally switch it up. To get in like you're being set apart. Isn't that like great? Think about that. Hold on, man. I gotta make sure y'all understand what's going on with you. You're going through a transformation that's setting you apart. See, you can't go in with the same stuff you came out with. If you're in Matzar, see, Yahuah would not allow them to go in the promised land. He killed every one of them off until their minds was renewed. He killed every one of them. Nobody could go in with the same mentality they came out with. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't let them do it. So we take you up to higher levels. You just keep elevating with us. Man, hey, and we do it in different languages too. Like if you want to go up, we can give you some of that subiendo. See, subiendo means you going up. We'll get you from different directions. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna keep you there.
Yeah. Subiendo. Yo voy subiendo. Subiendo. Paso firme sin retroceder. Lo que dejé atrás no va a volver. De las sombras salí y encontré mi andar. Subiendo alto sin parar. Voy sin miedo, no voy a fallar. Cada paso firme voy a escalar. El pasado quedó y no miro atrás. Subo siempre con mucha paz. Subiendo, subiendo. Nada me detendrá. Con Yahuah en el mando, todo saldrá. Subiendo, subiendo. Nada me detendrá. Voy a la cima más allá del temor. libertad total, dejé la prisión. En su poder vivo mi canción. Lo que fui antes ya se quedó, ahora en su verdad todo cambió. Voy a ir subiendo, no hay quien me pare. Con fuerza del alma, mi vida sana. El camino es largo, pero no me canso. Con Yahuwah a mi lado, yo siempre avanzo. Voy sin miedo, no voy a fallar. Cada paso firme voy a escalar. El pasado quedó y no miro atrás. Subo siempre con mucha paz. Subiendo, subiendo, nada me detendrá. Con Yahuwah en el mando, todo saldrá. Subiendo, subiendo.
Man, y'all gotta come on now. Y'all gotta come on. Y'all know. Y'all know, hey, when you hear when we take you up from so many levels, you don't even know which way you're going. We're hitting you from so many levels. Man. I just love watching us grow. And hey, we got about 8 more powerhouse Spanish songs coming out too. Well, we're going back in for another wave. We do it in waves too. We consistent and we got waves. You know, you never know how we're going to hit you. You never know how we're going to hit you over here because we have a good time. We love to grow. We love to build. We love to be able to have people that had no clue about how powerful they are in Yahuwah. You know, most of y'all have no clue about how powerful you are. We start telling you that you're awesome, you're powerful, you're wonderful, you're mighty. We know we got to overcome. We got to overcome your 0 to 7. You know why these live sessions I'm doing are so important? I'm working you from 100 different angles to get you to accept who you really are. Your 0 to 7 got most of you jacked up. You had no control over ages 0 to 7 on what you ate, who was teaching you, what you drank, where you lived. You had no control over any of that. Yet, from 0 to 7 is when our subconscious minds are the foundations that will run us for the rest of our lives. The foundations is set from 0 to 7. That's why Yahuwah said you got to be born again. You got to have a renewing of your mind. He didn't sit down and go, let me explain to you scientifically what went on and physiologically what happened. See, now knowledge is being increased, as it says in the scriptures. And so we can take this increased knowledge, the study of the human anatomy and the physiology. We can study all this stuff, and then we can go, all right, we get it. If from 0 to 7, your subconscious mind is programmed, and here you walking around as an adult in your 0 to 7 self, and you wonder why you can't get it together. Let me tell you how powerful Yahuwah is. When you are immersed into the name of Yahuwah, it's got to be a proper immersion, fam. You got to have an immersion. You do it with water, go in the tub, go in the creek, go in the pond, go in the pool. I don't care. That's for the remission of sin. So you're doing that in the water as a symbol. Yahuwah, Yahuwah, I repent. You did it, Yahuwah Mashiach, I'm going to do it. So that's the symbol, right? But the power of Yahuwah and his indwelling, when he comes to live in you, it comes through the immersion, sign name baptism, into his name. Once you are immersed into his name, then he comes and lives in you, and all the craziness that was programmed into you gets burnt up immediately. Bam! You become a new creature. Your subconscious mind goes to zoop. All the negative stuff that got pumped in gets pushed out. Now, hold on. Because some of y'all going, I got immersed. But I haven't experienced all that power. See, you walking around with all this power in you, if you've been immersed, then the purpose of the teachers and the emissaries are to get you to activate that power. Some people, they get it, bam, they walk into it, they're immersed, and they begin immediately acting like a new creature. Many people, it's like almost mandatory for a lot of people because of that 0 to 7. They're going to need a little assistance getting it all together. I will shortcut you into tapping into Yahuwah's immersion. I can't do that part where you're serious about his name. When you call out on his name, it has to be a very emotional and passionate issue going on. And I would do it 7 times. I don't know what it is, but that's just what I would do. There ain't nothing in the scriptures tells you to do that. But I would call on his name as loud as I could. With all I got, this is what I did. To come and live in me. To immerse me into his name. That's how we know that the people who push 2, 3 different names have not been immersed. Because you have to be immersed into the name of the Father, the Son, the set apart Spirit. It says the name, not their names, the name. All have the same name. YAHUAH, Father, YAHUAH, the Mashiach, the Son, YAHUAH, the Spirit. But nobody even talks about YAHUAH, Mama, the Mother. People don't talk about that. The Al Shaddai. They call it Al Shaddai. That's the breast. People don't even talk about that. Why would he say, let us make man in our image? Male and female, he created them. He says, let us make man, humans, in our own image. Who's us? I always ask people, who's us? And then you see a man, and then you see a woman, and Yahuwah just got through saying us. In our image, take a picture. Cha-ching. If you take a picture, you get an image. So when he said, let us make man, humans, into our image, and then all of a sudden a snapshot of a man, me, comes out. And then I look over here to the other side, and out of me comes a female. Well, those two is the image of Yahuwah. You spelled it right, Catherine. That's the image. So we're teaching you how to tap into the fullness of Yahuwah. You're going to take care of yourself too. This is what I figured out. You can't really do for Yahuwah until you are willing to accept how powerful you are, who you are. See, some of y'all got to go to another level. Tell Yahuwah to take me up. Take me up. I'm staying down here too low. Take me up.
Under pressure, but I won't break. Overheating, it's diamonds I made. Through the fire, I'm holding my pace. World on my shoulders, but I won't hesitate. I'll rise up, leave the dust behind. Clouds above,
you can't feel there's something wrong. Woo! Hey, mic check. Could y'all hear that music? Danielle saying, hey, she ain't hearing it. Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear it? Make sure, Danielle, you better go out and come back in. Because I'm on fire. Morel, come on, man. You don't feel that something ain't right. Something ain't right with you. You don't feel that. Something's not right. What we're doing is teaching you how to get right. We're taking you out of can't get right to get right. We got to get rid of all the can't get rights and just start developing all the get rights. Woo! That thing was going, wasn't it? Did you have it cranked up, Bill? Yeah. You got to take care of yourself. YAHUAH, he expects you to take care of yourself. He knows if you don't treat yourself good, you ain't going to treat him good. Present your body as a living sacrifice. And most people think, oh, let me just let myself get beat down. And you're going to get in front of YAHUAH, he going to say, don't you know you can't present nothing lame, nothing defective, nothing broken down to me? When you go into YAHUAH, you got to go into YAHUAH, the fullness of your mind. Vibrant. You should just die. That's because that's it. You did what you're supposed to do. Around 120 years of age, by the way. You should be about 120. On 119 and some change going into 120, the night before, you should have just made some passionate love or something. And that was it. All right, I'm done now. Not broken down, decrepit, crippled, maimed, diseased. No. None of that nonsense. They lied to you. That's why you got to look at them. You got to say, now look, I'm going to get myself straight. This is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get myself straight.
What I gotta do, what I gotta do, gotta keep it true. All these things I'm going through, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta focus on me, I gotta take care of me. Gotta do, I've got everything to pursue, so I focus on me, I gotta take care of me. All these things I'm going through, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta focus on me, I gotta take care of me. Gotta do, I've got everything to pursue, so I focus on me, I gotta take care of me. Slide on this wave, no losing focus. Say I'm going crazy psychosis, but I'm golden, yeah, I'm still floating, yeah, yeah, yeah. And what you been saying behind my back is like news to me. I won't get caught up, focus on what's not here for me, baby. So I asked to YAHUAH, can you guide me? All these things I'm going through, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta focus on me, I gotta take care of me. Gotta do, I've got everything to pursue, so I focus on me, I gotta take care of me. All these things I'm going through, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta focus on me, I gotta take care of me. Gotta do, I've got everything to pursue, so I focus on me, I gotta take care of me. I won't fail, gotta keep it 100. How you praying on my fault and I'm still going in. Even if I stop, I'll pick it back up again, keep it going. When it doesn't come, no tell me.
Hey, y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all hear what I'm saying? You praying on my downfall, I'm still going in. It's a discipline to this thing. Like we building servant warriors. We know we get up. We know people want to see us fail, come down. And we laughing. We having a great time. Why are we whooping some tail spiritually? All these things I'm going through. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take care of me daily. What I got to do. I've got everything to pursue. So I focus on me. Hey, I got to take care of me and focus on me daily. Yahuwah expects me to present myself to him unblemished. No diabetes, no blood pressure, no heart disease, no strokes. No, we got to get right. No more can't get right. Got to get right. Man, look, you can't be the same old same. You can't be like everybody else. You got to be set apart.
Hey. I see how they moving. I see it. But I'm nothing like them. Nothing. Yeah. Hey. Go. I don't blend in with the rest. Got my own path that I follow. It's Yahuwah at the steering wheel. I be going in full throttle. I was sick of living life hollow. Now I see the future super clear. No more self-doubt, time to elevate. There's nothing that I fear. I see the difference. I know that I got a purpose. Put in the time and the energy. For so many years I've been searching. How can I roll with the crowd? I'm hearing a voice, I'm hearing it loud. I was in the dark, I figured it out. Elevating and ain't no coming down. I am defining my life. It ain't no shame in the moves that I make. I'm never losing my faith. If you ever felt like I'm feeling, then you can relate. Yahuwah, no one can replace. With my back against the wall, I'm speaking the truth. Gotta stay focused and stay on the course. I promise that's really all you need to do. I am not one of them ones. Don't compare me to none. Yahuwah giving me power. Get ready, cause here I come. Got the drive and the heart. I don't know what you thought. I can never blend in. Gotta set me apart. Yeah, I am not one of them ones. Don't compare me to none. Yahuwah giving me power. Get ready, cause here I come. Got the drive and the heart. I don't know what you thought. I can never blend in. Gotta set me apart. Yeah. Ain't no way I'm slowing down, even if they don't understand. Got my eyes on bigger things, focused on a bigger plan. Even if they don't see the vision, even if they don't comprehend. Walking in the path he laid, so you know I'm about to win. Yeah, I found my lane, I'm rolling in it. Still you know it ain't a limit. And Yahuwah rolling with me. Got the passion and it's in me. Chosen, that's the way I'm feeling. Got a power unlike any. Make some noise, I know you hear me. Yeah, ain't no way that I'ma fail. I can never take no L. Got Yahuwah rolling with me, so you know I will prevail. That's the vibe that I've been on. You can see I'm doing well. Not the average, nothing like the rest. You couldn't tell.
Y'all know them lyrics, that beat is hard. Like, it's like, you just listen, it sets you apart. I'm not one of them ones, I'm telling you. I am not one of them ones. You gotta get there. You gotta get there. You gotta grow. You gotta grow. That's why I'm theming today on Operation Truth. By the way, have you been to tsinfo.org? Are you set apart with us? Are you supporting the mission? Are you saying, Yahuwah, here comes my first fruits. Here comes my vow. I want to present this to you. As I present it, I want it to come back, pressed down, shaking together, running over. Ain't nothing wrong with sowing and expecting. Some people say, no, you don't be given to expect to get. Then you are in your crazy mind. That ain't Yahuwah, don't teach that. He teach you to sow, expect to reap. Man, y'all ready to go in? I got one more song. This will kind of dial it up. Because Yahuwah's in that air. Y'all know he's all floating out there. And once we realize he's the air, we can't get away from him. Not even an inch, not even a millimeter. We can't get away from Yahuwah. If you go out and you just get real still, you're going to feel him in the breeze. You know
felt you in the breeze the other day. Oh, you whispered in my heart that you're here to stay. Oh, you're in the raindrops, in the light of day, in every moment, yeah. I felt you in the breeze the other day. I felt you in the breeze. Woke up this morning, sun kissed my face. I felt your warmth, Yahuwah, like a sweet embrace. In every shadow, in every light, I find you there, you're always by my side. In the quiet, I know you're still around. Oh, you're with me. You'll never leave. I felt you in the breeze the other day. Oh, you whispered in my heart that you're here to stay. No, 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 you're in the raindrops, in the light of day, in every moment, yeah. I felt you in the breeze the other day. I felt you in the breeze. I saw the sunset,
Paint the skies in what? You're with me. You will never. Come on, y'all. Tell me you don't feel that. He will never leave. You're with me. You will never. I felt you in the breeze the other day. I was sitting out. Rush, they see me when I write. Sherry, they saw me when I wrote that song. I was setting out. They had no clue though. We was in Colombia out at this pond. They were all fishing and stuff at Sakut. And I felt a breeze come down. It came like we were down in this little valley. I felt a breeze come down. I said, man, that's Yahuwah. And I felt that the other day like that. And then I just start typing, writing. I felt you in the breeze the other day, Yahuwah. Can't get away from you. Shout out to everybody that's supporting. I'm getting ready to hit this lesson. It's going to be hot. You're going to have thick skin. You got to be teachable, coachable, trainable. You got to be willing to be a disciple to handle this message. You're going to have to. What we're doing is we're sending a shout out everybody that's supporting over at tsinfo.org. If you're watching the replay, you are critical. Because believe it or not, more watch the replay than's here on the live. Thousands more, typically. So the beautiful part is you get to participate. Whenever you see it, the replay, you go, that's my cue. I wasn't there, but I'm there. Because Yahuwah is always with me. He's always in the breeze. He's always in the air. Support now at tsinfo.org. Bottom left hand of my screen. Where's it at? Right here. See it right there? tsinfo.org. You go over there. And then you do what you can do. You say, I believe in the project, or you don't. If you go over there, we know you with us. Shout out to Horatia Farrell, $20. Kadeem Elliott, 10. Victoria Epps, 52. Travis Armstead, 25. Denise Thompson in the building with 500. Beverly Stevens coming in with 300. Kim Breton, 60. Brenda Spencer, 10. Norman Irvin, 52. Romero Tello, 9 years old. Rocking with my son down in Sakut. They tight now. 52. Little Romero. I think Romero going to mess around and go Sapphire. He be hustling with mom and dad in their business. Getting that allowance money. Taking some sewing into Yahuwah. Shout out to Romero. Brandon Tello, 26. Norman Irvin's his granddaddy, by the way. Yolanda Crawford, 10. Monica Lupian, 26. Hannah Tello, there go mama. To Romero, wife to Brandon, daughter to Norman, 26. Everybody in the household representing. What's going on over there? Got some believers? There's 4, at least in one city. That might be more than most cities in the world. Brandon Johnson, 100. Shout out. Ryan Belsey, again, over there in London, 15. Daniel Libby, again, with 20. Bill Tightgrabber, again, with 100. These, when I say again, they came in again. Larry Moman, again, with 25. Carl Streval, shout out to Carl, always steady, 86. Jamie Galloway, again, 20. Jamie always consistent, quiet, but strong with us. Yvette Neal, 3. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Melinda Russinick down there. Where you at, Melinda? Australia, New Zealand, or South Africa? I got to get nailed down because Melinda been day 1, 110. Brian Robertson, day 1, him and Earthy. What's up, fam? 39. Patricia Hogan, 30. Natasha Stevens, again, 52. Theophilus Carruthers, been consistent, 3. See, everybody's going, look, I might be a little tight this week, but I'm going to do something. Or I flourish this week, I'm going to do more. Loving it. Catherine Tillman, 40, again. Patrice Pearson, 10. Daniel Libby, again, 20. Deborah Crochet, 208. Mike Escalante, 100. See, these are the people going, I see the mission. I'm not playing with Yahuwah. It's too much fruit dropping off these trees over here in this project. Some of y'all came in here. Hey, can y'all believe that some of y'all was here when it was 13,000 subscribers on YouTube? Where's it at now? November, I'm pretty sure November the 9th, we were around 13,000 subscribers, fam. 2023, okay? So in a little over a year, we were at 30. Now, we had the channel open for 3 years prior to that. So from 3 years, we got to 13,000. Why? The truth ain't popular. Why you think? Y'all should have seen me back in 2007. Yeah, a little bit of like, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And I'm ripping. I got letters. I'm sending it to everybody. I'm telling mama, daddy, sisters, brother, aunt, uncles, friends, hey, I done found the treasure. What we've been lied to, and I'm here to tell y'all the truth. His name is YAHUAH, and I can prove it. Almost crickets. Got a little few bites. Yamani says she's here since November 9, 2023. There was about, well, Yamani, 13,000 people. You know, if you go over and look at our subscribers now, 214,208. Where in the world they come from, Ashley? Where did these over 200,000 people come in about a year? When 3 years, there was only 13,000. Where did these people come from? Where did y'all come from? How did it happen? Michaela said she was around in November. It was about 13,000. The question is, how did it happen? If you support it at tsinfo.org, take your finger and point at yourself. That's how it happened. YAHUAH works through people. People, oh, YAHUAH did it. YAHUAH's doing it through people. He ain't coming down here hitting the YouTube meter. It's through the exposure. We're doing lives. We're pumping out content left and right. We're advertising. We're marketing our materials, the Truth Scriptures. And people go, what's that about? Huh? What? Click. All right, I'm going to click. Do you know? You do not hit the subscribe button in YouTube. What I love about it, you're not hitting it because you don't get notifications. So you're not hitting it unless you're very interested. I got a lot of channels I look at that I don't subscribe to. But there's some that I'm very interested in. I will click subscribe. We got 214,208, and I'm very interested in what you got to say. Now, they don't all show up. It's dispersed, and they're all over the world, all kind of time zones. So if you go back and watch the replays over time, you'll see people pick them up. It gets into the thousands. They start pick. Oh, all those. They just sometime or another they pick it up, and it's because of you all that's going to tsinfo.org, and you're going. I'm in. I'm gonna support this because I want Yahuwah to say to me, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." And so, what I want to share with you is a critical lesson that I don't think I've ever, Brother Bill, have I taught James chapter 3? Yaakov is the real name. Yaakov. Put in the chat if you know what Yaakov names mean. His name means. Yaakov chapter 3. King James wanted his own version, and he wanted a book named after him. So they changed Yaakov's name, Jacob, to James. Isn't that crazy? 3. And another key thing, y'all don't want to miss none of this content we're putting out. None. So on the subscription, when you click the subscribe button, there's a little bell next to it. Click that bell and put it on always. Every time we do a video, it'll quickly notify you right away. And you don't have to come every time, but you do want to get that notification because of what I'm about to teach now. All right. Get ready. Who know what Yaakov means? Y'all put it in the chat. I'm still waiting on it. Then I'm going to go in. Yahuwah succeeds. Yahuwah, Akkad, succeeds in Hebrew. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? This is the Bariyt Hadash. If you got your Truth Scriptures, go to page 371. Go to page 371. See, we're doing a campaign. We're not just doing Tanak. This is the Tanak translation. I hit that hard this morning. Now I'm coming in with the Bariyt Hadash expansion. You ready? You ready? Yahuwah succeeds. I love it. All right, here we go. Chapter 3, verse 1. Who's talking? Yaakov, James. He was real close to Yahushua when he walked on the earth. Real close. Page 371. Yaakov, James, chapter 3, starting from the top. My brothers and sisters, not many of you should become teachers. Now, you got to understand, when Yaakov, Yahuhanan, Kappa, Yehuda, when they talk, they're very direct. Shaul, Paul, was an intellectual. He was like an attorney. He was a Pharisee, a Parashim. So he could play around with words. These folks here were like really common folks. So you can tell when they write, they just, bam, right to the point. So Yaakov says to all of us, we better listen. My brothers and sisters, not many of you should become teachers. He says right away, not after a period of time. He says, period. He says, period. Not many should become teachers. Look out there in the Christian world. Look out there. Look out there in organized religion. Look how many teachers and preachers and pastors you got. Gazillions of them. And the scriptures, the real one says, not many of you should become teachers because you know that now he says he puts himself on, he's a teacher. We who teach will be judged more strictly than others. Now, here he goes. He's going to break down why people shouldn't run out there and try to lead and teach right away. He's going to break it down right now. This is the reason I'm leaning on this today. When we are immature, we can often make mistakes. We dealing with eternal life. We dealing with eternal life. So you talking about a surgeon. Like if a surgeon don't know what the heck they're doing, they're going to kill some people. This is a much higher calling than a surgeon, to be a teacher in the word, the real word of Yahuwah. When we are mature, we can often make mistakes, but a person who does not make mistakes with their words has reached full maturity and is able to control their entire body. What I tell you I did? I took 3+ years and I studied the origins of words. 6 to 10 hours a day. I'm not playing with you. Everybody's close around me, they will tell you I almost disappeared for 3 years. They didn't see me hardly at all. Hardly any of my family and friends saw me for 3+ years. I was about the Father's business, finding him. It's 2004, I started that. And as a result of me intensely studying origins of words, I found Yahuwah at the end of that. Therefore, you more than likely found Yahuwah because of my 6 to 10 hours a day. Most of this world that knows Yahuwah now has now got to hear about Yahuwah because of my 6 to 10 hours a day for 3 years. I didn't realize how much of an impact Promote the Truth had until I started purveying the whole landscape. I'm like, man. Now I'm going to say it again. But a person who does not make mistakes with their words has reached full maturity. See, I learn to master words. You understand? You understand? I learned to master. That's why you hear me talking, my words be on point. And I can catch when somebody's words are not on point. And I didn't realize through that type of training that Yahuwah was going to call me and the team, hey, now I got somebody qualified to translate my word to where the world can understand it. See, we got to get up over the Pharisees. We got to get up over the Parashim. They did a heck of a job posing imposters like they're the people of Yahuwah, the Yahudim who say they are Yahudim, sign-named Jews, but are not, but are really from the synagogue of Shaitan, Satan. Go see and read Hazun, Revelation chapter 3. So James, Yaakov says, hey, once you get on point with your words, you're not going to make mistakes. That's why I'm telling everybody listening to me, do not try to run out there and teach too quick, because you're going to get jacked up with your words and you're going to make mistakes and you're going to trip people up. And Yahuwah is going to take a rod and he's going to tear you up. And you don't need to go through that. You need to be patient till he releases you. When we put a bridle in a horse's mouth, we do so in order to have them obey us. With a bridle, we can control their entire body, and they will take us wherever we want to go. And look at ships. They are so large that it takes strong winds to drive them, yet they are steered wherever the pilot wants them to go by a very small rudder. In the same way, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it can boast loudly. See? You're going to find so many people, they're going to find out about Yahuwah, and they're going to write, oh yeah, man, yeah, Yahuwah, oh yeah, I know it. And you're going to get some of them snakes, and they're going to make you look like a fool. They're waiting for you to run your head out there. You notice don't many of them come running up to me. Now you can see the gangs of emails that come in. Man, we've been going since the beginning of this project. Not one scholar, not one theologian has presented Hebrew, Aramaic, or Greek writings to can disprove what I have taught. Going on, 3 years in this project? This is back before we opened up the campaign. Same thing, James. Rises up, succeeds. Same thing. Y'all just keep it simple. Think about it. Some of y'all crack me up when I'm teaching something very important. To see what y'all go put in the chat that's different from what we talking about is very unique to see. It proves what Yaakov is saying. Not many of you should become teachers because not many of people can focus. Can't learn. Too busy thinking about other stuff. How can you learn thinking about everything else? So let me type this. Let me type what I'm talking about. Like when something hits you I'm talking about, that's how you're going to learn. Come back in there and put something in about the subject and teach yourself. Right along with me. In the same way, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it can boast loudly. Remember, an entire forest can be set on fire by a small flame. The tongue can be a fire and full of a world of evil. If you are not disciplined, there you go. If you are not disciplined, the tongue can contaminate your entire body. An uncontrolled tongue is lit on fire by the lake of fire itself. You got to learn how to master your tongue. The words that come out of your mouth, you're going to be held accountable for them. Especially when you get warned the way I'm warning you. An uncontrolled tongue is lit on fire by the lake of fire itself, and it can turn our entire lives into a blazing flame of disaster and destruction. Woo! Brother Dan, you see what I'm talking about now? Brother Bill, y'all understand? Robert Arrest, you understand? I'm not. Everybody talk, this person wants to do this, person wants to do that. This person wants to create this. This person wants to create that for the kingdom. Go learn first. You shouldn't be thinking about doing other stuff until you learn. Focus. Get great at this word. Humans have trained and tamed every kind of animal. Humans have trained and tamed every kind of animal or bird that lives, as well as every kind of reptile and fish in the sea. However, undisciplined people cannot tame their tongue. Yaakov, James said, undisciplined people cannot tame their tongue. That's when you come into YAHUAH. That's why he said, go forth and make disciples. Inside of disciples is discipline. Go and make disciples out of all nations. Go cast the net out, get people to repent, get immersed into the name, and then pull them into discipleship. Teach them how to stay and endure. When you tame your tongue, and your tongue knows the words to say, because you are disciplined through your submission to the Spirit, and you learn how to listen to YAHUAH. Take some skill now. Listen to YAHUAH, and he will give you the words to say. I don't have a clue halftime what I'm going to talk about. This lesson was made up 5 minutes before I started. What do I want to talk about? I can listen. Go to YAHUAH chapter 3. What's that going to be about? I don't know. Put it up there now and start reading. And I'm reading to you. I didn't go look at this before I came in. Hold on. Undisciplined people cannot tame their tongue. An uncontrolled tongue is a restless evil that can be full of deadly poison. An undisciplined tongue will sometimes say great things to the master and father, but then turn around and curse at people who are made in the very image of YAHUAH. Same tongue. Praising and cursing. Same tongue. Favor and cursing can come out. Listen, favor and cursing can come out of the same mouth. My brothers and sisters, this should never happen. YAHUAH was going, look, that should not happen. How do you stop that from happening? Discipline. Does both fresh water and salt water come from the same spring? My brothers and sisters, can a fig tree produce olives? Can a grapevine produce figs? Of course not. Neither can fresh water flow from a saltwater spring. Whoever is wise and has understanding among you, let them show it by living a humble life. There it is, humility. The people that want to run out there, full of pride, sneaky too, because they'll act like they're not. But they full of it. Full of it. Let your life, let them show it by living a humble life that comes from wisdom. Verse 14. Chapter 3, James, YAHUAH 3:14. However, if you have bitterness, jealousy, and selfish ambition in your heart, then stop living a lie against the truth. See, James, YAHUAH, and them ones that was right there with Yahushua, they ain't cutting no corners with their message. See, Shaul wasn't right there with him. He's coming in after him. He had that personal experience, but he didn't walk with him for them 3 years. This is 3 years walking with him, talking to us. He just said, if you got bitterness, do self-check. Like this message. There's some of you, you getting bitter inside because you think you ready to go. And I'm like, go. Run out there. I ain't stopping you. Do your thing, man. Just don't hate. Just do your thing. Bitterness, jealousy, self-ambition in your heart. Then stop living a lie against the truth. 15. This type of wisdom does not come from above. Instead, it is worldly, lustful, and demonic. YAHUAH said, you got bitterness, jealousy, selfish ambition in your heart. That's demonic. 16. Wherever there is jealousy and selfish ambition, you will find confusion and everything that is evil. Brother Daniel Bakote, are you listening closely when now you come and talk to me about different things going on out there as an overseer? You see? This is coming out of the word. This teaches how to do these things. However, the wisdom that is from above is, first of all, pure. Then it is peaceful, gentle, obedient, full of compassion, good works, fair, and genuine. Now, let me tell you, in order for you to master all that, you gotta have a lot of discipline. In order for you to walk daily, just walk in your life with stuff coming at you from every angle. Fire, arrows, different situations, happiness, celebrations, phone calls, go here, go there. In order for you to deal with all this stuff in life and still be pure, meaning you are peaceful, gentle. There's stuff going all over you. But you are what? Peaceful. You are gentle. You remain obedient. You're full of compassion. You got good works. You're putting that work in. It's going all around you. You're fair and you're genuine. That takes extraordinary discipline. Scale of 1 to 10. Check yourself. How peaceful are you? How gentle are you? How obedient are you? How full of compassion are you? How is your good work? Look at tsinfo.org. That's some good works you can do. How you doing with that? Are you fair? How good are you? Are you genuine? How good are you? Now, 18. Those who are peaceful sow seeds of righteousness through their peaceful ways. So just consistent doing what's right. You got to be disciplined to always do what's right. I'm going to tell you, when you get money and stuff involved, you're going to have to be disciplined to do what's right. When nobody's looking at you, you got to be disciplined to do what's right. You can't manipulate me with money. Ain't going to happen. I get offered crazy amounts of money many times throughout the years to do stuff that don't coincide with the principles in the scriptures. But it takes discipline because Yahuwah provides everything that I need. So I don't have to go outside. I don't have to look outside. He provides everything I need. So what is the whole purpose? Go back. How did James start this off? The whole lesson is about that. The very first verse, everything that comes after it is about the first verse. He opened it up. My brothers and sisters, not many of you should become teachers. And then he explains why. Because it's going to take this extreme discipline. You got to master your tongue. You got to master words that come out of your mouth. You got to master how to give an account for the faith you have. You have to do all this mastering. Servant, warrior. You have to do some extreme discipline. Extreme. You ever watched the movie The Last Samurai? With Tom Cruise? I recommend it. Be good for you to learn. Discipline. When they took him captive, I'm just going to give you a little part. When they took him captive, and he had to stay in that camp with them samurais all the time. After a long period of time, he said, these people wake up every day and they devote themselves to the perfection of whatever it is they're doing. These people wake up every day and they devote themselves to the perfection of whatever it is they're doing. I have never seen such discipline, he said. That caught my attention. I was like, I hit the replay. Go back. People wake up every day and devote themselves to the perfection of whatever it is they do. Making a cup of tea. They don't make just throw the tea back. They do that thing, man, meticulous. How you doing with the word of Yahuwah when it comes to your discipline? When it comes to you waking up and devoting yourself to the perfection of what you're desiring. You want to be awesome with Yahuwah. You want your crowns stored up with Yahuwah, I done told you, go watch them lives from the beginning. Get a notepad out, and just like you are working to become a black belt, you can't be a black belt undisciplined in martial arts. Can't do it. My son, we just gave him a little business to have. He opened up his own little dojo that we're going to support him with. 9 years old. Crazy. He named it Yashido Kai. Not Kai for his name, because his name is Khai, which stands for Yahuwah is an ocean. That's what his name means. This one is Kii, which means team, school. Some of y'all seen Cobra Kai, a little famous show. Kai is like the academy, right? So he called it Yashido, Yahuwah, and the understanding of the principles of Bushido, which are these core principles that produces a servant warrior. Yahuwah is teaching us how to be a servant warrior. All people coming out of organized religion, Christianity, they have no discipline. They have no desire for discipline. They want, quote, grace, which means I can be completely undisciplined and expect happiness. An undisciplined child is an unhappy child. An undisciplined adult is an unhappy adult. You can't get happiness without discipline. So you've got to make a decision. With this lesson, it's deep. Then I tell you, you got to have thick skin. You got to be like we got to be like, Yahuwah, this is what I need. I need to have a life of discipline because Satan is calling for you like he's called for me. And he sends different arrows in different directions. And if you ain't got that discipline, you're going to get sniped. There's people that started here with us. Fam, y'all know there's several people that was in the chat when we first started the project. Man, we got people that went to the equivalent of Sapphire and above. They ain't nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. You want to know why? They got caught up in gossip. They got distracted. They didn't put that discipline in. I told them from the beginning, when I do these lives, if I were y'all, I would study them, I would take notes, and if you miss them, I go back. And like Brother Bill, he goes back, he'll listen to them 2-3 times after a live is done. Over the time before I do another one, most of them lives, Brother Bill, Overseer Bill, now, he's gonna watch it 2 or 3 times. You wanna know why? He's choosing a life of discipline. Wake up and work on what is it that you want to perfect. Wake up. What is it that I want to perfect? I want to perfect my walk with Yahuwah. I got to run this race to the end. What is it going to take to make sure? How can I ensure I don't get tripped up? Now, fam, I'm translating every day. And it takes a high level of discipline to do what I do. Like this morning when I woke up. Somehow or another, I woke up at 4:45. I got 88 verses done. I had half of the book of Talim done. I got 88, half of them done over a few days because it's very meticulous. And I got up at 4:45, and by 8:10, I had the other 88 verses done. Because I said, before I come on this live, Yahweh, before I go do the telethon today, I talked to him. I want to have in my spirit that is done. I've been telling people I'm working on it. I want to tell them that is done. The biggest, the largest book in all the scriptures with the most verses. I want to tell them that's done. That's a discipline to get up at 4:45 and get to working on that. Go back. This is very simple, Latoya and family. Go to our Promote the Truth YouTube channel. Click on the live button. Go to the very first one. It's going to be sometime in November 2023, something like that. Start working your way up. Notepad. You're going to be, by the time you catch up here where we're at, you're going to be in the top less than 0.1% in the world in spiritual knowledge of Yahuwah. You're going to be. I'm telling you. That's my high level opinion that it's going to be tough for anybody to mess with you in your walk. And when you walk in the rooms and when you sit down, there will be an aura about you. I'm telling y'all what I know. There will be an aura about you. And I'm going to tell you what the aura is. You don't realize all the demons that are around. And so when you walk in the rooms, the demons know who you are when you are this committed. I done had them a couple times in elevators. It's weird. I'm in the elevator, somebody's standing in front of me. And they keep squirming. Like, what's wrong with that person? And that door, it goes ding, hit the floor, and the person turn around and say to me, I know who you are. And then they, boom, take off running. Demon. I've had it happen to me 2 times in the elevator. But man, when I walk in somewhere, I know for a fact that place feels me. I know for a fact. I ain't gotta say hardly nothing. Shout out to Stacy. She said, look, forgive me, Yahuwah, for not being as disciplined as I should. I will work on my walk. Coming out of Christianity, that's right. Y'all know they don't teach nothing with discipline. It's like a taboo word in Christianity. Freak out over discipline. But you're going to have to make a decision here off of this one. This is one you got to make a decision on, because this is a high level training. And it's only for the strong. Ain't nothing weak in this training. And if you put that time in, I promise you, if you just take the time to go back through those lives, get a notepad out, and we're going to notice it in your vocabulary, your verbiage, in the chat. And even when you're around on the gatherings, you'll notice the people that they're walking in the discipline. You'll just notice their disposition. Notice their language. You'll notice certain, like you won't hear them saying glory, mercy. You won't hear them saying. Once we identify blessing is a bad word, you'll see them discipline themselves down. It might take them a day or two to grab that tongue, bring it in. They ain't saying God, angels. You're going to watch their vocabulary, their verbiage is going to be tight. Does that help anybody? Hopefully this helps some people, man, because this is a tight one. But I can tell just by listening to you, when I talk to you, I can tell if you've been putting that work in. Have you woke up in the morning and dedicated yourself to the perfection of whatever it is that you want to do? Yeah, they ain't saying Christ. They ain't saying none of that stuff. Ain't saying holy. They tight. People, that all of a sudden their tongue gets tight. They know how to talk and get the most power out of Yahuwah. They know that their words are critical. They know it. All right, fam. We're going in. We're going to be back here around 6:15 to finish up. We got a special last session. Brother Joe coming in. I'm probably going to have a few more guests. You never know who I'm going to reach out to. Just go in. Today is that telethon power day. This is some of the highest level trainings we've done. We promised you it was going to be off the charts. Where are you going to go and get this type of word training? Where are you going? Who's holding the keys to eternal life that don't have the true word of Yahuwah? Nobody. That's why you got to promote the truth. We over holding them keys. Llaves, as they say in Spanish. We got the llaves to eternal life. Where you going to go? Who going to teach you what we know over here? You going to get your ears tickled somewhere. But they're not going to be able to teach you. Like y'all learned Malakuta di Yahuwah Anani. You know nothing about that beforehand. You learning. You elevating. You growing. And I'm proud of every one of you that has a heart to go to the next level with Yahuwah. You heard the real James chapter 3. You're in this powerhouse telethon. We want as many people getting to the Opal package and higher. If you go to tsinfo.org, you can read all the packages and look at yourself in the mirror and then talk to Yahuwah and say, Yahuwah, Baruch me in this. I'm going to plant seed and then expect it. Y'all do it. And then expect Yahuwah to start to increase you. And say, Yahuwah, give me the power to be more disciplined. Give me the heart to crave discipline. Man, I might even bring out some of that Talim the next session. When do we, man, y'all want me to bring that 119 out? Woo! Man, mess around. Because you will see what I'm talking about. I ought to back it up with some of that 119. Because it'd be tough to get through all of it. I love y'all. Can't wait to come back to the next session. Catch you. Get over to